My name is Amy Collard, Chair of the Halton District School Board.
And I'm Curtis Ennis, Director of Education for the Halton District School Board.
We want to speak directly to you, students, families, staff, and the broader Halton community. As a board, we have been actively navigating and responding to global events that have had a direct impact on the lives of each and every student, family, and HDSB employee. This school year brought unspeakable horror and suffering that has changed the lives of Palestinians and Israeli and Jewish people forever. We cannot begin to understand the depth of pain being experienced, and we offer our deepest sympathies to those directly impacted.
The HDSB is a beautifully diverse community. We know this from our student and staff census data. When a global event occurs, such as the ongoing war and violence in Ukraine, Sudan, and Congo, as well as what continues to unfold in Israel and the Palestinian territories, it also impacts our communities here in Halton. And so, we recognize the ongoing distress and emotional impact many of our students, families, and staff are experiencing at this time. As director, I've heard directly from Jewish and Palestinian staff, students, community organizations, advocacy groups, organized student voices, and from the HDSB community at large. Some of the concerns I have heard include being fearful to self-identify in schools, feeling their voices are unheard in their classroom, school, and the board, and that as a school board, we're not doing enough and that we need to do more. I want to be very clear. No student or staff should have to hide their identity while at school. We are here today to tell you that we have been listening. We hear you, and we are renewing our commitment to do more.
We want the HDSB community to know that we strive, and will continue to strive, to provide an engaging learning environment that supports and upholds peace, unity, harmony, and respect for every staff and student. Each and every one of us in the HDSB and in the broader community has these rights. We also remain committed to upholding human rights. Racism and discrimination of any kind, including anti-Semitism and anti-Palestinian racism, has no place in Halton schools or anywhere else. We say this in the strongest way possible, that this will not be tolerated in the HDSB, and we condemn it in all forms.
At the HDSB, we are guided by a number of policies, procedures, and legislation, including the Ontario Human Rights Code, to ensure that all learning and working environments are free from discrimination and harassment of any kind. All of our schools are committed to upholding the Ontario Human Rights Code. Students have the right to learn in a safe and caring space that is free from bias and discrimination, and students have a right to respectfully express their individuality with respect to protected grounds as outlined by the Ontario Human Rights Code. Our renewed commitment is to ensure that every administrator and educator is equipped with the necessary knowledge, skills, tools, and resources to create such spaces. As we plan for the upcoming school year, we're focused on enhancing administrator and staff understanding of anti-Semitism, anti-Palestinian racism, how to affirm Jewish and Palestinian identity through the curriculum, create safe learning environments, and foster empathy and understanding of our shared humanity. We are also focused on the mental health and well-being of students and staff. We recognize the impact the past several years have had on students, families, and staff. We're committed to ensuring that not only are there resources in place, but that we cultivate an environment where everyone feels comfortable reaching out for support.
We know that without knowledge, understanding, skills, and tools, words and actions can easily become hateful and harmful. We know that discriminatory and harmful language and behavior causes pain and trauma to the individuals to whom it is directed, and to those who witness and or share the same identity. We want our students, families, and staff to feel that they can safely report acts of racism and discrimination with the assurance that their reports will be taken seriously, investigated, and acted upon in a timely manner. Our renewed commitment is to ensure that students and staff have fulsome understanding of the Halton District School Board's Student Code of Conduct and the discriminatory and harmful language protocol, and to provide clear expectations for how we respond when harm is caused.
At the HDSB, we will continue to improve on a culture where students see themselves reflected in their learning and have the right to express their thoughts, viewpoints, and opinions on topics and issues that matter to them. As educators, we are preparing students to be contributing global citizens in a world where they will be working and living alongside many different people. This week, we hosted our final Directors Panel Series session for this school year. It was called Talk It Out, and I was joined by members of the Interfaith Council of Halton. In our discussion, we spoke about the importance of beginning with empathy, having respect and care for one another, and truly listening to understand. Through mutual respect, we encourage students to engage in meaningful conversations and constructive dialogue. It is crucial that we support each other, listen with empathy, and create space for challenging conversations as we navigate complex situations together. We know that we have more work to do, as individuals and as an organization. We know that we must continue working to secure your confidence that HDSB schools are safe and inclusive learning spaces for all students. This goal is what we strive to achieve each and every day. Above all else, student safety is our number one priority, and we want to assure you we will never lose sight of that.
We make this assurance of safety and inclusivity to all of you in the classroom, hallways, workplaces, and any other shared spaces across the HDSB where we gather. We will continue to encourage compassionate and respectful dialogue and understanding in our school communities and working spaces.
As someone who has devoted his life to teaching, a career to upholding human rights, and as a father myself, I can tell you that student well-being and success is at the center of everything I do. At the HDSB, we, in no uncertain terms, remain committed to continue making our school board a safe and welcoming place to learn, work, and thrive. Thank you for your partnership in building a more respectful and inclusive environment for all students.